Imagine a world where water wasn't a turn of a tap away, where every drop you drank had to be earned through ingenuity, muscle, and patience. In the medieval era, communities faced droughts, sieges, and unpredictable rivers, yet they survived and thrived using methods that seem almost magical today. What if I told you that many of these techniques, some forgotten for centuries, could still supply water in emergencies, off-grid living, or survival situations? From ingenious pulley systems to underground cisterns, medieval people extracted life-giving water with precision, foresight, and minimal resources. This isn't just history, it's a treasure map of knowledge waiting to be rediscovered, showing us that ancient solutions can solve modern problems in ways our technology often overlooks. Water was the pulse of medieval life. Towns grew around rivers, wells and springs, but access was never guaranteed. Seasonal droughts, frozen rivers and contaminated sources forced people to innovate relentlessly. Castles needed water for both defence and daily life, monasteries for farming and brewing, and peasants for cooking and survival. Over centuries, craftsmen, farmers and engineers experimented, refined and codified methods to draw water from depths, lift it over walls, or store it safely underground. These techniques weren't inventions of the elite alone. They evolved from necessity, trial, and the unspoken knowledge passed from master to apprentice. And yet, as modern plumbing emerged, much of this wisdom faded into obscurity, leaving us unaware of the simplicity and resilience these systems once offered. Let's explore how these methods worked, step by step. You had the shadoofs, a counterweighted lever that allowed a single person to lift heavy buckets from wells or rivers effortlessly. Imagine a simple beam pivoting on a post, a bucket on one end, a weight on the other, perfectly balanced to multiply human strength. Then there were Archimedes' screws, turned by hand to raise water from low wells to higher channels. Wells themselves were marvels, lined with stone or timber to prevent collapse, often connecting to underground cisterns that captured rainwater for months. Some villages dug qanat-like tunnels, channeling water over miles from mountains, maintaining steady flow without pumps. Even simpler methods, like sand filtration, solar distillation in clay vessels, and wind-powered water wheels, combined physics and observation to make water accessible where it was scarce. Each method was intuitive yet scientifically precise, a testament to human ingenuity under pressure. Here's the revelation. These ancient methods aren't relics. They're blueprints for resilience today. In remote regions, survival situations, or off-grid living, pulleys, levers and manual screws can provide reliable water without electricity. Rainwater harvesting and cistern storage, rediscovered from medieval practices, are now crucial for sustainable design. Even solar distillation and simple filtration methods, perfected centuries ago, offer emergency solutions when modern systems fail. By studying these techniques, engineers and survivalists realize that low-tech doesn't mean ineffective. It often means efficient, low-cost, and durable. The past, in this case, is a toolkit that modern life has largely forgotten, but one that could save countless lives when modern infrastructure falters. The medieval world reminds us that water is never guaranteed, but human ingenuity is boundless. These 10 forgotten methods were born from necessity, honed by survival, and lost only when convenience replaced wisdom. They teach us patience, observation, and respect for natural forces, showing that life-sustaining solutions needn't be complex to be effective. In an era of climate uncertainty and growing resource pressures, these forgotten techniques challenge us to look backward, to move forward, to see the brilliance in simplicity and the power in understanding physics with our own hands. Rediscovering them is more than curiosity. It's a reminder that sometimes the safest way to secure the future is to learn from the past. Keep exploring, experiment carefully, and remember, water has always been life, and knowing how to harness it has always been survival.